welcome back to Sincerely Latina podcast, a safe space created for Latinas healing and growth. This podcast focuses on intensity, celebrating ourselves, healing from past traumas, breaking generational curses, cultural expectations, relationships, friendships, family, career changes, self-development, and so much more related to the Latino community. I am your host, Meli. Hola! Welcome to Sincerely Latina, and this is another episode. I'm Meli, and happy Monday, the start of the week. Just a little recap of what I've done this past weekend. I've went just to hang out with friends, so I catched up with friends. I have been working, so I've been focusing on that. I've just been focusing on doing something else, like some side projects, starting something new. I told you guys I'm also like talking to people, so dating, so that's been going on with me. Not much really. The weather has been really nice lately, so I feel like okay, it's summer. It is summer now because it's June, so it's summer, so kind of just want to be outside at the beach. Like just have fun, like just soak up the sun. I've also been more active recently. I've been going on more jogs, going on more runs, or hikes, or my hot girl walk. I've also been taking a spin class. So if you guys don't know what spin class is, it's a cycling class, and it's really fun. I enjoyed it. I just feel like I need to be more like working out more. I need like more exercise. I need more movement, especially because I work and I sit down while I work. So I don't get much movement at work. And yeah, so I'm just like, okay, I need to get my body moving. I need to do something besides just sitting down all the time because that's like so unhealthy. I need to go for at least a hike or like a jog, like try to burn some calories, try to get my summer body. And yeah, that's pretty much what's been going on with me right now. So for today's episode, I wanted to talk about feeling guilty when you're lazy or you're unproductive or you're not as productive as you would like to be. And I say this because that's recently what I've been feeling these days. And I feel like think bad about myself or kind of just feel super guilty, like, oh my god, why do I feel like so lazy right now? Why don't I feel so motivated? Where did all my inspiration go? And what am I doing? I should be like super productive right now, but I just don't feel like I am, or I feel like I'm not doing enough to be super productive. Como si no estoy echando muchos ganas. And that makes me feel super like bad, like super guilty, like, oh my god, like I need to be doing a lot more. And I just feel like that guilt tends to eat me up a lot, to the point where it does affect my mental health, and it does kind of like put me down. And I just feel even worse about my progress, and I feel really bad about my work. And I don't notice the achievements that I've made so far, but I do notice like the effort or like the work that I'm putting in that I'm not putting in as of now, if that makes sense. And I know we all do that. I know it's not just me. I know there's quite a few of you who have your moments where you have all these ideas, you have all this energy, and you just want to get things done so quickly. And it happens. You make it happen, and it's great. You'll have your good days, but you also have your bad days. But we understand that, hey, from those bad days, that's when we tend to learn our lessons. That's when we tend to learn like our mistakes, and that's where we tend to grow from. So that's where the growth comes from, in my opinion. I know that it's very common to feel super guilty or to feel some type of way when you're just not super productive, or when you're just being lazy, or when you're just having a rest day. Whenever I have like my rest days, I feel like I shouldn't be resting. I feel like there's so much that I need to get done. There's so much that I need to do. I'm getting older. The clock is ticking. We're in 2024 and we're in June and the year is almost over, and I just feel so pressured. And I'm like, why? What's the rush? Like, why do I feel this way? Why am I making myself feel so pressured over something that obviously, like, my life is okay right now? Why do I feel so pressured to have all the answers right now? Why do I feel so pressured to have everything done right now? And why can't I just enjoy myself? Why can't I just enjoy this peace and just rest without feeling guilty? I feel like a lot of the guilt of being unproductive definitely comes from our family roots, especially in the Latino Latina or the Mexican community, because you know how like Mexicanos son muy, or Latinos in general, Latinos are, somos muy trabajadores. And I'm sorry if I mispronounced that. My Spanish is not the best, but bear with me. Like, we're so hardworking. And yeah, that's true. Like, honestly, the most hardworking people that you will ever meet are Latinos. So, when you really think about that, it's really common. It's literally like in our bloodline to always work, the hustle, always work, always stay busy, always do something. We always have to be doing something. And I don't think we were ever taught to rest. I don't think we were ever shown the importance of just resting, of self-care, of taking time for yourself, of your physical health, taking care of your mental health. I don't think we were ever taught that. And maybe that's why I feel guilty for not being so productive. My family, for example, they are, yeah, they're like the most hardworking people you'll ever meet. They are constantly working 24/7, and they they'll start their work day from early morning, like 9 or 10 a.m., and they'll end the day around midnight, or even like after midnight, like 1 or 2 a.m. And it's it's crazy to see that they're always working. Always. I feel like the only days that they have off is probably like Sundays, or like midweek. But even on those days, they're still like doing something for work. I don't think I've ever seeing my parents really like relax, like just calm down, relax. I don't think I really see them doing that so much. Even on their time off when they're not working, I see my dad, he's constantly doing something. And it always has to be something like in the yard, or it has to be something like construction wise, like building something or just making something new, or just washing the cars or gardening. He always has to be busy. And same for my mom. And I'm just like, aren't you tired? Like, you guys worked all week, literally from morning till like past midnight. And you guys don't want to just relax? You can do the gardening, or you can do like the construction work another time. But you guys just don't want to rest. And I see that a lot with Latinos in general, not just my family, but we're just so used to the work field. We are shown that we have to overwork ourselves. We are shown that our parents are they've overworked and they're just burnt out. If we were to have a rest day, it's not okay. It's like a bad thing. Like, we can't rest, like, no time to waste. We have to do something, whatever it is. We have to get back to work, we have to get back to gardening, or we have to get back to selling whatever we're selling, or we have to do something. And it's super common to see that a lot in the Latina community. Yeah, we're just not shown that it's okay to rest, that it's okay to take some time off, that it's okay to just be lazy. I've seen my parents overwork themselves. I've seen it in my cultural, I've seen it in my community a lot. And I'm just over here like, okay, if I have like a day off, like, I feel like I shouldn't have a day off. I should actually do something. I should be working. And I just feel really bad. I feel like I'm not doing enough. But maybe what I'm doing right now is really enough for me. It's enough for where I'm at right now. And I don't think about the achievements that I've made. Like, I have a really good job. I am making a good income. I have a home. I'm able to afford a car. I'm able to afford gas. I'm able to afford food for myself, clothes, and any, like, I'm able to afford stuff. And I'm not saying like I'm rich, but I'm just saying like I'm able to just take care of myself, right? Our parents came to the US to give us a better life. I wish they could have had what we have, the opportunities that we have, the lifestyle that we have, the fact that we can afford to care for ourselves, that we have a car, that we have a home, and that we have so many opportunities, education, we're able to get an education, we're able to get a degree. I wish that they could have had that lifestyle that we have. If only it were that easy back in the day. I definitely feel like our parents deserve to understand the importance of resting, to not feel so guilty for not being productive, for not doing much. I feel like a lot of our parents may have felt that way their whole lives, that they cannot slow down, that they have to keep overworking themselves. And if they were to have a rest day, that they can't, that they're not allowed to have a rest day. I really do hope that we can show them that importance of resting. Show your parents, show your grandparents, your uncles, tus tíos, tus tías, or any other family members that you have. Show them the importance of resting. Show them that all their hard work really did pay off. That life doesn't have to be just all about work. Doesn't have to be overworking yourself to the point where you're just burnt out. And if you have a rest day, you should actually take advantage of it and you should really enjoy it and be happy that you have time to just rest and that you should take time to rest because don't feel guilty for not doing anything. You should actually enjoy it. Understand that all of your sacrifices, all of their sacrifices that they've done did pay off a lot. It really did give us the life that they wanted to give us. Out of anybody, they deserve to rest. And it's a shame that they weren't taught that. They weren't shown to care for themselves. They weren't shown to focus on their mental health or their well-being, and it breaks my heart to see that with the older generation. And if you know anyone from like the older generation, like I said, your family, your parents, give them so much love and grace and just show them how much you appreciate like all their hard work. Everything that you see, your home, your car, your clothes, your degree, all of that is because of your parents' sacrifices and all of that time that they would overwork themselves and not enough resting and all the times where they would feel so guilty and bad for just taking time off. Give them all that love and grace that they deserve. And give yourself love and grace too. Understand that just because our parents grew up a certain way doesn't mean that you have to be exactly that way. Because we grew up in that cultural or that Latino community where it's so common to overwork yourself and where resting is kind of like shown down upon, don't feel guilty for just taking time off for yourself. You are doing enough. Everything that you're doing right now is enough. You know, if we have our ups and downs, if we have like good progress, we're motivated, we're doing everything, we're getting things done, that's great. And then if we have those days where we kind of just slow down and we just don't feel that motivated, that's totally okay. That's valid. It happens to a lot of us. That's literally progress. Progress is like up and down a lot. But yeah, that is pretty much it that I wanted to talk about. I will definitely take my own advice and I won't feel guilty for resting. I know that the effort that I'm putting in is enough and I am putting in a lot of effort. You know what? Like all the hard work that I've done, it's definitely paying off and show my parents the importance of resting because they are the ones that deserve time off. The we all deserve time off, but out of anybody, they're the ones that deserve it so much more. So let's give them that love and grace and that rest that they deserve. Thank you so much, amigas. I really hope you guys enjoyed this week's episode. Once again, follow me on TikTok and Instagram, Sincerely Latina. My Instagram is Sincerely Latina _. So definitely follow me on there, catch up with my Instagram stories, and yeah, that's pretty much it. I'll just have you guys listen to the next episode. So yeah, I'll see you then. Bye bye.